Well, Benjamin, thank you so much for welcoming us today at your office.
Thanks so much for having me here. So my name is Benjamin Njenga. Yeah. And I'm part of the co-founding team of Apollo Agriculture. I lead all the customer-facing operations at Apollo, all the way from customer acquisition up to when we support the farmers with the input so that they can be able to plant and be able to succeed. I'm passionate about agriculture, and I've grown up in a farm. My mom is a smallholder farmer. I grew up seeing the challenges that farmers go through, and I'm always excited to be able to be part of the team that is developing solutions that can be able to support these farmers to be able to succeed. And I have a strong belief that technology has the power to be able to unlock the potential of these farmers so that they can be able to succeed in their farms.
Thank you so much. You mentioned it briefly, but please could you remind us of the mission and the purpose behind Apollo in just a few words?
For sure. So at Apollo, we want our farmers to make more money. So we want to support farmers to be able to maximize their profit and be able to move these farmers from farming for subsistence to be able to farm as a commercial enterprise, so that these farmers can be able to earn, be able to take their kids to school and be able to feed their families. So that is our big goal, and we are working towards making sure that all farmers, these smallholder farmers, can be able to succeed.
Thank you so much. According to McKinsey, Africa could be 2 to 3 more times productive. Why is that? What are the biggest challenges for smallholder farmers?
Yeah. For sure, and I agree with McKinsey that these farmers has the potential to increase their production. And they have good soil, they have land, they have other basic labor that they could be able to invest in their farms. But they lack the basic tools that can be able to unlock the production for these customers. See, these customers are still struggling in terms of accessing quality seeds. They're still struggling in terms of getting enough fertilizer.
And why is that? Because they don't have any structure, they don't know the people,
so the awareness in terms of availability of these tools is already created, and farmers know that if at all they get quality seeds, they get fertilizer, they will be able to double or triple their production. But the challenge is that these farmers lack the access in terms of affordability. They can't be able to afford these schemes. And it's hard still to be able to access credit from banks or and other credit providers, because these farmers still don't have any records, they don't have farm records, they don't have financial statements, they don't have bank accounts. So it's still very hard for them to access the credit that could be able to enable them afford these tools at planting and be able to invest in their farms. So coupled with also lack of information, they are still struggling in terms of getting reliable and verified information on how they could be able to increase their production from an agronomy point of view. So all these challenges coming together has the major impact in terms of why you are seeing the production low for these smallholder farmers, but the potential is still there in terms of supporting them to succeed.
Thank you very much. Now, basically, what is Apollo solution? What had you designed to make sure you address these challenges and empower smallholder farmers?
For sure. And I think this is the area where we have been able to make major milestones at Apollos. And that is where we have been able to come in and provide for every crop a bundle with all the tools that the farmer needs to succeed. All the way from high quality seeds, enough fertilizer, training, so that these farmers can improve their agronomic methods, and also insurance that can be able to help them in terms of climate change.
This is a bad year.
In case of a bad season, these farmers can be able to get compensation for them to be able to go back to their farm again. But above all, overlaying financing so that these farmers can be able to access credit that they need to afford all these inputs at the beginning of the season and be able to pay slowly over the season, with the full loan expected at the end of the season when the farmer have been able to sell the produce and made the return. That is already unlocking the production potential. We already see farmers before using Apollo package producing around 7.5 bags, 90 kilo bags per acre. But once they get the support through Apollo, we are seeing those farmers jumping up to 20 bags per acre, which is almost 2.5x increase in terms of revenue. So we are already seeing the impact. We are seeing the production. We have more work to do, but it's already showing that the for sure, if at all you support these farmers with the basic tools they need to succeed, for sure these farmers will be able to increase their production.
Of course, that's a great point.
Yeah.
You mentioned something really interesting. It's key for farmers to have access to financing at the beginning of the year. Why is that?
So the challenge is that you find like most cropping season usually start at the beginning of the year around January. But that is the time when farmers don't have enough money to be able to invest in their farms. They are taking their kids to school. It's just after Christmas. And you find like most farmers struggle in terms of getting the money at once. Most farmers are not employed. The retro they have, they get from the farm, they get from cash or riba and all that. So providing the financing when they are starting at the season is very powerful in terms of supporting that farmer to afford the increase.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, let's talk about the loan. Let's talk about the payment. It's not cash. It's a voucher. It's a voucher code that basically smallholders have access if the loan gets accepted by Apollo. But now, how does it work? If I'm a smallholder farmer, I want to use Apollo. I apply for a loan. I apply for the bundle. And then how does it work? Can you please elaborate on the process?
For sure. So we have made the process very, very simple for our customers. So as much as we have built a lot of technology in the backend to be able to help us reach to this 1 acre, 2 acre farmer in a truly scalable and profitable way, we have also made it on the front end of the farmer very easy to be able to interact with our technology platform. So the farmer will learn about Apollo through various marketing channels like radio, through roadshows, or through or learn from their fellow farmer. And then the farmer will be able to text in a code that is unique to that marketing channel. So that also we can be able to learn where is a farmer coming from and which channels are having big impact in terms of the marketing resources. So once the farmer texts to our code, we'll be able to call back the farmer, be able to know where they are located, confirm they're in a territory where we are already offering our service. And then once we confirm that and the farmer commit to or either express interest, we'll be able to assign a commission field agent that is near to the farmer. We have built a very innovative kind of Uber platform for the field agents. So we know where they are, we know where the farmers are. So we will allocate the most optimal agent who is near to the farmer. And then the agent will go to the farmer, correct KYC information and other data sources. And then we'll make an automatic credit decision. So using machine learning models, credit models, and confirm if the farmer will be able to repay back or not based on our model. And then the farmer, once is approved, they will receive a voucher via an SMS to their phone. Or they will be also automatically assigned to the nearest agrovet where they can be able to...
Just a retailer, right, basically?
Yeah, retailer in the village that they will be able to go and pick the inputs. So the retailer has a checkout app, which is technology we are building in all the retailers in their villages. And then once they receive the voucher, they will go and redeem actual inputs. That is important for us because it will ensure that that investment is going to a productive asset and there is no channeling of the investment.
And you have control on that.
Yeah, and we have the control of that. So the farmer will go to their nearest retailer in their village, pick the inputs, and then they'll go and be able to plant.
How do you make sure the nearest retailer will accept a voucher code? Because it's not cash, so it has to be through the platform. They have to be somehow collaborating with Apollo. If I'm not mistaken, you have 400 retailers that are part of your network right now. So how do you make sure that you increase the number of retailers and...
Yeah, for sure. So we always aim to have a retailer within 3 kilometers of the farmer's home. Today we have actually scaled the retailer on our network is over 1,000. And also in terms of the field agents, we have been able to scale that to over 5,000 agents in the field. So on the retailer side, we onboard them through a process where we vet them, ensure they are compliant, but also ensure that they are trusted in the community to ensure that we are able to have people on our network that are more trusted and will be able to serve our customers well. Then we have been able to invest and build technology that link all these retailers on our platform. And that will allow us to be able to track, but also be able to automate the whole process, enabling a very good customer experience, not only for the retailer, but also for the customers, and also enabling us to be able to do the last mile distribution, not ourselves, but through these retailer networks on the ground.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. So basically, let's talk about the artificial intelligence technology that you use in Apollo. So if I'm not mistaken, thanks to AI, you're able to monitor and track the progress for each farmer. So you're also able to adapt the terms of the loan during the year. For example, if there's drought, if there's anything that happens to the crop, if the farmer doesn't get the returns on the harvest at a specific time where it was supposed to happen, you through the platform can manage to adapt the loan. Can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah.
Because I think it's really important.
So, yeah, and that is where I was saying, like, we have really seen a lot of progress in terms of investments we have made in our core technology, including set-right data, machine learning models that really help us to build solutions that are very impactful to our customers. As you mentioned, one of the successful projects that we have done is around with the climate change. Most of the traditional planting dates for our farmers have shifted. So farmers used to plant mid-March, but you find like the planting period or the rains come a bit late. And this really makes it tricky because we determine the loan deadlines at the beginning of the season, but maybe the rains will come a bit late.
Yeah.
So the challenge we used to face is that by the time our deadlines are due, our farmers will tell us we haven't been able to harvest. And that is important because we have seen that is so important for a farmer to succeed when they harvest the crop on time and on time before the deadline, so that they can be able to sell and be able to earn money and be able to pay back the loan. So that was a challenge, shifting like deadlines without really ground information, which farmer is affected, which farmer is not affected. And this is where we build the technology that is able to track the crop growth and be able to automatically readjust these deadlines at the end of the season, and enabling our farmers to be able to succeed by ensuring that the deadlines are adjusted at the point where they're able to have harvested and be able to pay back the loan. And that has been an impactful process and good customer experience for our customers.
Makes sense. Thank you so much. Now, tricky question. What if a farmer doesn't manage to pay you back? What protection do you have on your end to make sure that the loans are repaid?
Yeah. So we don't require security from a farmer to give them the loan. And I think that is a major thing because we are able to make our product more accessible. There will be more inclusivity, especially even involving the women who might not be able to have the security like the land title deed so that they can be able to apply for the loan. But we have been able to use our data, or either correct data that is useful, one, to determine through our credit model who is the farmer who succeed or not. But the second thing is that we deliver a product that has value, or either a product that we know the farmer will be able to make money. It's a productive asset.
Yep.
So we put more emphasis in terms of supporting the farmer to succeed in terms of repayment rather than correction. So ensuring that these farmers get a productive asset, all the inputs, all the training that they need, and be able to support them to succeed. Because if this farmer is able to earn from the crop, they have no reason of not paying.
Yeah.
But as you know, farming people pay because of their ability to pay and also willingness to pay. So the ability to pay, we tackle it by supporting the farmer with a productive asset, but also supporting them to succeed with that asset. But in the eventualities of the farmer not willing to pay or other calamities coming in, then we are able to build other risk solutions to support the farmer. For example, there is drought or pest or diseases, we carry an insurance package as part of the bundle that helps the farmer. In case of those risks, then we can get compensation from the insurance company. But on the other side, if the farmer doesn't pay, then we are able to have an escalation process. We follow up with the farmer in terms of making sure that they are able to repay, with also other kind of sticks in terms of listing them with credit reference bureaus at some point where they haven't been able to repay. But that is after we have been able to follow up with the customers in terms of like how can we be able to influence them to pay back. But the big call out for these customers is really the ability for them to continue accessing the product season over.
And supporting them. That's
supporting them. And that we have seen like a big driver for these customers to repay back the loans.
Thank you. That was really clear. Usually the loans, they last for 1 year, more. It's always per season, or you have different type of loans that you work with.
Yeah, so the way we do our products, we structure the loan, even the loan structure or the credit structure in line with how the farmer can succeed. So if it's a crop, how long does it take in the field? Because we will be able to match the season for the crop. So you find there are crops that are more short term. If there's 3 months, we'll be able to give a 3 months loan. If it's 6 months, we'll give a 6 months loan. So it all depends on the crop cycle, because our aim is to ensure that we support that farmer in a structure that they can be able to succeed. As I said, most of these farmers depend on farming as their main source of income. So we try and structure our loan repayment around that, how they can be able to sell this product that we have, this asset that we have supported them with, and be able to pay from those returns. So that is how we structure our loans.
Thanks a lot. What is Apollo impact in terms of qualitative and quantitative impact?
Yeah, so I would say I mentioned about the impact in terms of yield and productivity, which is a big thing, and we're able to see that happening with our customers, and is some of the things which make us happy. Like I always feel so good when I go to the field and need to talk to these customers when they are telling you how their production have changed since they started farming with Apollo. But apart from that, there is also climatic impact, like climate change impact is a big topic nowadays. And also like through Apollo, we are able to see that impact in terms of supporting these farmers with product that helps them in terms of climate adaptation.
Yes. Now, thank you so much. What about numbers? How many customers do you have? How many people do you impact, basically?
Yeah. So I would say like direct, we have been able to finance over 160,000 farmers to date. And we will continue growing, and we are growing fast. And also like we believe like we impact thousands and thousands of other people indirectly, because farming is the main thing and main source of income in the rural areas. And supporting that household to succeed, you support a community.
Of course.
So we are excited that we are growing fast, and we'll continue growing fast. We are excited. We have a fantastic team. We have fantastic investors and partners on board, and we are working hard in terms of keep pushing and scaling quickly.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Do you have quickly a story about one of your customer that is maybe touching that you want to share with us, like someone that...
Yeah, so I have this farmer who I'm always proud to talk about, and there's a farmer I met last year in December when I went to the field somewhere in Nakuru, and I was excited by the story because it confirmed some of the things which I've been always talking about. Like there is this notion that whenever you talk about smallholder farmers, people think they are poor people. But I always say that smallholder farmers are not poor people. They have a resource which me and you will struggle to get, which is land. But what they are lacking is really the support to be able to succeed, and the information so that they can be able to succeed.
Maximize the potential.
Exactly. So I met this farmer in Nakuru, and she started with us from day one. She has been with us for 5 years. She has 1 acre piece of land, and by the time she started with us, she used to stay in a Monday house. She's a window. Like if a bank went there, they could have not extended any credit to her. But we believed in her, and we gave a loan to her. And I can tell you that she has been able to progress in her life. And I was so happy taking a photo with her next to a stone house that she is building, that she is almost like finalizing. And that really confirms that for sure this farmer is the support that they did have, is the information that they did have. But with that support and the information, for sure this farmer can be able to succeed. And I think that was a clear testament to that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your insights. Today was wonderful. Last question. How would you define Apollo in 3 words?
It is not 3 words, but helping farmers to make more money. I think that is the statement that helps me a lot, because when you help them to make more money, to help that family and that community to succeed.
Thank you so much. Do you have any last comments or words that you'd like to share with the audience?
Yeah, for sure. So I would say like Apollo is really going out there in terms of making it work. We want to scale quickly. We want to reach to as many farmers as possible because we believe there are so many farmers, not only in Kenya, but also in Africa, who really need this service and is really delivering the impact. So we want to join hands with the fantastic people who want to join our team. We have a team of smart minds in the world, all the way from agriculture operations, technology, data science, and we are looking to expand quickly. We are looking to scale quickly. We'll be looking for more people, the smartest people in the world. So if you like to work with us, give us a shout out, and also investors and partners who like to be part of this mission. Also, we really like to partner together so that we can be able to extend this powerful product to these customers who need it most.
I'm sure everyone got the message. Yeah. Thank you so much again. Had a wonderful conversation with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.